Hey guys, this is Jill Pill, and
this is Ratter Tatter.
Hi.
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 I'm here.
We have a special video for y'all today.
It's so exciting.
What are we doing?
We reached 200 subs.
What? That's
200. Wait, that's the right for us. I do 2, you do...
There we go.
200.
Thank you guys for all of your support, and as a special thank you, we're gonna do a walkthrough
Of the game room.
of the game room / sheep pen, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna do it.
Yeah.
And let's start
With
the
the posters.
poster wall. The poster wall you guys see at the beginning of every single one of our Black Sheep reviews. And it's an amalgamation of posters we've gotten online, posters we've gotten at conventions, and posters we've gotten on Etsy. And then we also have the AGDQ and SGDQ posters, which support those events.
Fundraising events, yeah. But I want to make sure to point out the fact that this wall has grown enormously since we first started. So I'm going to put up a picture right now of the very first review we did and how many posters we had on there. Look how cute! But as you can see, there's a lot more now.
A little bit.
This has grown mostly because we want to fill in the wall and have some interesting things behind us, but also because we're hoping to get more of the indie games that we're playing and reviewing on the wall.
Right.
So there's a lot of games on here like Zelda and Mario and a bunch of things that are bigger games that aren't the things that we necessarily play on the channel. So we wanted to start getting more of the indie games that we're playing and reviewing and featuring them more in the center here. So you have like
Hat in Time,
and Shantae, Cuphead, Hellblade,
Shovel Knight is a big one.
So we're starting to get more and more of these cool indie posters on the wall here, which is really exciting. And as we start to get more and more, the ones that aren't indie will probably start to kind of shift towards the edge and then fall off the wall entirely.
Put them into a binder and just keep them there.
But that doesn't mean we don't love them. It's just we want to make sure we highlight the indies on our wall.
Yeah, this is like the indies and the cult classics are what our channel is, so we're trying to make it more predominant on the wall. But as it stands, we really like how it's filled out.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, you can see there's not just posters on this wall. We have knickknacks and paddywhacks, but we shall not give a dog a bone. But we will take a look at the shelves. So the first shelf that we have is the indie shelf. We have 2 favorite indie nights. We have Shovel Knight, the Amiibo, and then of course Hollow Knight.
And look, watch. It's magnet.
It's a magnet.
So you can put it on whatever hand you feel like, and you can put it on his back.
You put it on his back like in the game.
How cute!
And then it falls. Then, of course, we have the Funko Pop Cuphead figures that, from the video, that just blew up.
Yeah, that unboxing that just like...
And then we have Dr. Hopsy Flopsy from the Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time unboxing video that we did for
adorable.
Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day. Behind him we have Six. She's at her favorite like Michael Jackson tribute concert. She's doing the Smooth Criminal lean, as you can see. Now, on to the waifu shelf.
Waifu shelf!
So here we have a bunch of Witcher pop figures and my waifu wall. So I really like the Street Fighter girls, and Kotobukiya does like really good work with their figurines. Really highly detailed work. No, but
so creepy.
And Triss has this issue where like she's doing the Michael Jackson Smooth Criminal lean too.
You know, they have the little stand for them to sit on, and it's got the little pegs. But if you actually push her feet all the way down on the pegs, she leans forwards.
Yep.
So you have to just like balance her on her heels and just put her toes on the pegs a little bit, and then she'll stand up straight.
Yay. Chun-Li is actually brand new. Like, I literally took her out of the box and put her up just before we started recording this. Ibuki, my real Street Fighter bae, because she's all I'll play in like Third Strike. I really like these figures. I've got more of them throughout the game room too. Like, all of them couldn't fit on this shelf. Yeah. But you'll see that
as we move along.
There's plenty of room to see.
And speaking of moving along, next shelf.
Oh, I almost tripped on the chair. Okay, so directly above me before every single review, you can probably see all these, no problem.
Or like the feet of them, maybe.
Right.
It's like cut off right here sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, these are the Nendroids, by the way, if you're looking into finding any of these. The Majora's Mask Link, which I really like. He's got the actual like Zora's mask he's gonna put on, and Tail, or does he have Tattle? He has one of them. I think it's Tattle, right behind him. And Kirby's my favorite because the arms are actually like magnetic, and you can just arms and legs, and you can just move them all over his body, which is magnetized to pose him however you want. And now we move to the most barren shelf, the random crap shelf number 1.
Yeah.
All right, onwards. The shelf on the top left, we just have a couple of figurines. We're trying to fill out the shelf, but since you can't see it, there's no point in filling it out. So on the far left is Nathan Drake from the Uncharted 4 Collector's Edition.
He's got a lean to him too.
Yeah,
We've got some drunk figurines.
We got a lot of Michael Jackson fan figures.
Yeah, we do.
Underneath him, we have the Skull Kid from the Majora's Mask Collector's Edition, which is really hard to find, and I'm so glad that I was able to pre-order it.
He's really cool looking.
Yeah, he is really cool. And then above him is female Deadpool, because I like Deadpool and I like the Kota Bakuya figures. So there she is.
Yay!
There she is.
To save the day and be sassy.
And be sassy with her grenade. And then the shelf on the far right is shelf number 2 that just has a bunch of random crap. We have Zero Suit Samus. I love this figure. It has such nice detail. On the far right, we have 2 Monster Hunter hunters and the quest marm, I guess you call her.
Sure.
You go and talk to her, and she's like, "Hey, here's a quest. Go hunt. Go hunt some Jaggy. Yay!" But she was really cool. And then finally, we have the top shelf, the most important figures, the Ashen Knight, I believe, from Dark Souls 3. This was from the Dark Souls 3 Collector's Edition, not the Yorm the Giant one, because where the hell would I put that thing? And then we have his pop figure next to him.
So that's everything on this wall behind us here, but there's more walls.
There are!
There's more room.
There's so many walls. 4!
There's more game room.
There's 4 walls.
Oh, I thought you said 4 more walls. I was like, this is an interesting room.
This is a pentagon.
I never knew that even myself.
With that, we're gonna jump to this wall. Well,
it's like corner.
Wall, corner,
thing.
Whatever. So let's just start up here at the top. It's a Fire Emblem shelf.
Yeah.
With the Fire Emblem Fates box set that like sold out immediately.
All of the amiibos.
This is all the Fire Emblem amiibo that are out right now, and man, there is a lot.
It's a nice collection.
The most important one is of course Lucina, because she's the best Super Smash character, obviously. And then here's more stuff from the Nathan Drake.
I like
Uncharted
this shelf.
Something interesting though is this Nathan Drake. There is a regular Nathan Drake that Steph has on her desk.
It's got like the classic blue shirt.
This one is an exclusive to GameStop, I think, and it's the Naughty Dog Nathan Drake.
It's got the little emblem, the little paw print on his shirt.
Behind me is an interesting piece because nobody has this. A friend of mine actually painted this for me when I was in school, and it's really cool. In fact, this paint right here, it's glow in the dark.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
This is, of course, Isaac Clarke from the Dead Space series. Dead Space 1, fucking phenomenal. Dead Space 2, pretty dang good. I enjoyed it a lot. Dead Space 3 never happened, and I'm still waiting for Dead Space 3. Finally, up here in this corner here, we have Wind Waker Link.
So cute.
He was like one of the first Nendroids that I actually got.
Oh really?
Yeah, and I threw away one of the important pieces that actually held him up. I didn't know that it was important at the time. Like I said, it was my first Nendroid, and I put it together the way I wanted it. I kept all the extra arms and stuff like that, but I threw away the little bit that actually goes into his bat. So he's actually balancing on like this ball thing. It doesn't work. And then the Mario shelf. So of course we have the classic Mario NES stuff, and Mario 2 is actually complete in box with like the game, the instruction manual, everything. And then the Golden Mario, that was a very, very timed exclusive amiibo to, I think, Walmart. Yeah, that does it for this one.
I think the only thing we can talk about in this area is, as you can see, we have our soundproofing stuff right here behind us, because this is actually where we record our Let's Plays, as we sit against this wall here. But the ceiling itself was doing the most the reverberation.
Right.
And so that was the thing that we tackled first, was getting stuff up there. It was quite the battle getting these things up, especially on the ceiling, because it's just a really awkward angle.
Yep.
But I think it was totally worth it.
Oh, it was.
It really definitely helps. You can just walk into the room and just feel like the deadened sound.
Yeah, it's way quieter.
It's way better. So speaking of Let's Plays.
Oh yeah, we're gonna put up a real quick picture of the chairs that we sit in whenever we do all of our Let's Play stuff.
Because I think we'll move on to the opposite wall, which is where we play our Let's Plays.
But wait, come back. One last thing. This closet has like all of our extra like recording equipment and extra controllers and
ta-da, closet.
Ton of shit. Old amiibo. If anybody's looking to buy amiibo, I've got some.
Buy closet, ready?
Yep.
Let's play!
Yay!
And now you get to see our console area. So we got the big old TV and then all of the consoles.
Yes, so many consoles.
And laptop for use of playing.
So we have our PS4 Mini and these special customized controllers from the controller shop. These are, yeah, it's got the little sheep and it's got our colors and they're just really neat.
Yeah.
Down here we have the original N64 that I got from when I was a kid in 1996, and it's still in working order. It's astounding. I kind of wish they would come out with an N64 Classic like they do the SNES and NES Classic.
Maybe they will.
Here, I don't normally buy Xbox stuff, but there's like Xbox exclusive games and
some really
like,
cool indies.
You can play Cuphead on this, which is part of the reason why I got it, is because there's just like exclusive stuff and there was a sale. And then I also customized a controller that you can actually use on the laptop as well. And speaking of, this is the Asus ROG Republic of Gamers. I don't remember all of the specs, but it's a beast.
It's pretty great.
We're able to stream our games from this onto the TV by using the Elgato. We just do the HDMI out, so we don't have to look at this.
Yeah, that would be so crunched. Two of us are on one tiny laptop screen.
But it streams out to the TV, so the TV works like a giant monitor. And it's great for everything on Steam. Like, this is all we need.
It's perfect.
We don't need a computer tower or anything.
90% of the time anymore is streaming it through onto the TV.
Behind it, we have the Retron 5, which is, it gets you there. Like, it's got, you can play Super Famicom, NES, Super NES, Game Boy, whatever.
Yeah. There was an issue with that, is it would get overheated really easy because there's a tiny little vent on the bottom, so it has nowhere to go.
Exactly. But in the meantime, the SNES Classic is so tiny.
It's so cute.
I'm so glad that we were able to get one. And we also bought this on Amazon. This is from 8-Bit Dough. This is a gamepad that is compatible with the SNES Classic. And the cool thing about this is it's Bluetooth, so not only can you use it with the SNES Classic, you can also use it with your laptop or with your Switch. You have to buy this dongle separate, but trust me, it's totally worth it. Then behind it, we have one of 7 Wii U consoles ever sold. This is
super exclusive edition.
This is the Wind Waker Wii U. Oh man, it hasn't been used, so it's really dusty.
They're porting everything to the Switch.
Right, there's a lot of great games on this, and it also plays the Wii games. PS2 is pretty self-explanatory. This is the original PS2 that I got back in 2000 or whenever it came out. Then on top of it is the PS TV, which So
we can play the Vita games on the TV?
It's basically like a Vita that you can use on a TV. And then finally we have the PS3.
Ta-da! And that's the original one that you bought as well, right?
Yes, I got that one back when I was in college, and it's worked really well ever since I bought it.
Yeah. And did you show us the Switch?
Oh, no, the Switch. This is really important. Ready? There's going to be a test on it. We actually were able to find a website that does customizable Switch controllers.
Joy-Cons,
The
yeah.
Joy-Cons are in the Black Sheep Vigi colors.
Yay!
And we normally have it out at the TV in the living room, but just wanted to show you guys that.
The controllers are cool.
Yep.
And then we've got some Samus in Pyramid Head. And we've got a little Link up here. He used to have
It was
the,
Solid Snake.
Solid Snake with him, but Solid Snake decided he doesn't like to stand anymore.
Yeah, Solid
And he
Snake
just kept
decided he
falling
wasn't
over.
solid anymore.
So he's living in the closet. Down here, we've got a really cool Last Guardian thing that came with the collector's edition.
Yep.
With your little guy on top who is also leaning.
Mm-hmm.
It's a theme in this room, is
Yep.
leaning figures.
All the figures lean.
Above the TV, where you can't actually see in the shot right now, just because the way the camera works, we have a really cool print from Cook and Becker that is from Uncharted 2 whenever you see Shambhala. And we have another print that's from Journey that we still need to go get framed, but because it's so expensive, we're just kind of doing one at a time.
Right, exactly.
These are really awesome coasters from Breath of the Wild. We got it at RTX, and it's one of the people that our friend Azure Props is associated with. It's all of your beasts.
Divine beasts,
Divine
yeah.
beasts. So it's like etched on top of the slate, which is really awesome.
Yeah, we like it a lot. That's it for this area, and now we've saved the best for last. The actual bulk of the collection.
The actual collection of games.
I don't know if you can see my hands. I'll do them over here. So here we have the collection.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
And this here
This
is the Nintendo bit.
is the Nintendo side, part one
Part
of
one.
2. I love Nintendo a lot, if it isn't evident. At the very top, we have crowning with the big 3 from Nintendo, Link, Mario, and Samus.
Were those from the Smash Bros?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have the complete Smash Bros. Line of amiibo. Some of them in duplicate, but like, oh my god, like I love the amiibo. They're
As
like,
you can see, there's a ton of amiibo here.
they're one of the best Nintendo collectibles that they've released
Yeah.
in a long time.
And you don't really even use them for the DLC bit. It's
No.
just for the figurines.
Exactly. At the very top, underneath those amiibo, I actually got a Japanese 3DS so I could play Japanese games that didn't come out in America. And also, like, I'm trying to teach myself Japanese, so using that to read the games and just look at the text and everything.
You get to immerse yourself.
Underneath it, I've got the GameStop exclusive NES 3DS, and then the Yoshi. And then on either side, you'll see I have the Rabbids
These
from
things are so cool.
Mario and Rabbids on the Switch. I got Mario with the collection, and then I liked him so much, I decided I want to get Peach, because Peach Rabbid is best Rabbid, and I always kept her on my team. And then in the front, I have just more of the hero amiibos,
As well as
the 3 Super Mario Odyssey wedding amiibo. Down here, I put all the villains over here, and Boo is really cool because he glows in the dark.
Oh yeah.
Like, as soon as we're done recording here and we turn off the lights, it glows like the sun. A couple of Figma figures. They're Lucina I've had for a little bit, but Zelda is brand spanking new. And I love both of them. They're some of the best female Nintendo characters.
Pretty nice.
All right, and now what everyone wants to know about.
The games.
We have Ness over here.
In alphabetical order.
In alphabetical order, because I alphabetize everything.
And you've got the Gold Adventure of Link.
Yep, Adventure of Link, and then there's
Gold's Legend of Zelda.
Legend of Zelda. I have Metal Gear. I have DuckTales. I have the
All the good
original Final
ones.
Fantasy. I only collect like certain ones because I don't feel like I need to collect them all. I just collect the ones that I really like.
Right.
And speaking of collecting the ones that I really like, I have a lot of Super Nintendo games, and like it's my favorite console, and any of the big Super Nintendo games that you can name, I've got.
Yeah, they're there.
And it's great. In fact, I've got some cartridges that aren't on the market. There's a website that I go to where they put games that people emulated and like made their own onto special carts, and also like reproduction carts of games that didn't come out in America. Like here's a reproduction cart of the Tenchi Muyo RPG that never made it stateside. So that was pretty cool. Down here we have the Pokemon corner, which I have my Pokemon Pikachu and Pichu Game Boy Color. And then I got this a little bit ago, the Pikachu 2DS XL that Stephanie likes a lot. And it's really cool because like
it sticks out his little nose and his cheeks.
I really like this one. Like, I saw no point in getting 2DSs because I have such an extensive 3DS collection.
Yeah.
But this one just looks so cool. I had to get it.
It is pretty cool.
And Steph is going to tell you about the N64 things because we did something that you can see.
Yeah.
Very unique.
As you can see, normally N64 cartridges don't have anything on this top surface. Normally it's just on the front side. Well, Mike found some, is on Etsy, right? Mm-hmm. He found some stickers that we can actually put on this top surface so that whenever you stack them, you can actually tell what game it is.
Yep, and
because otherwise you're just like blindly trying to go through and see what it is before you grab it. This way, it is so much more simple.
Yep, it looks good too.
Yeah, it does.
And then over here we have GameCube. A lot of good games from this catalog. One of my favorite things is I have the Zelda Ocarina of Time promotional disc that had like Zelda 1 and 2, Ocarina of Time with the Master Quest and Majora's Mask on there.
Oh, cool. That's a lot.
That's actually that one, Legend of Zelda. The Ocarina of Time is the one with Ocarina and Master Quest, and it was a promotional thing that came out for the Wind Waker. And then finally, we have the Metroid corner. So I have the Zero Suit Figma, the new Metroid amiibo. Stephanie wanted to talk about this one really quick.
He's all squishy. He's squishy. That's all I wanted to say. He's squishy.
He's squishy.
He's squishy.
He shall be my squishy.
Yes.
And then these coins right here, you want to tell them what they are?
So they were just like a promotional thing that you could purchase from AGDQ to help contribute fund to the cause. And this was one. It says good RNG because it's a really big deal when it comes to speed runs. Mm-hmm. And then what was this guy?
And
save or kill. Yep. So this is always a goal. Whenever they play Super Metroid, there's a little batch of animals that you can either go a little bit out of your way and save them, or you can completely skip it, save a couple seconds, and leave, and they all die on the island or on the planet.
Yep.
And they always contribute to save or kill. I think save won for several years, and did kill win recently?
Kill won recently.
Yeah. And now let's move to part 2.
Part 2 of the Nintendo shelf. Oh, my knees popped!
I heard it!
This shelf right here is one of my biggest pride and joys because like I'm a huge Zelda fan and I had to devote an entire shelf just to Zelda. So in the back there I have the original Nintendo Zelda complete in box, which was really cool. What's even more important is I have the Zelda DS and the Zelda Game Boy SP, which I got on eBay, and they're just so cool. And then there's just so many
all the amiibo.
Zelda amiibo. It's not even funny. Like
you
there's
got like
13,
all the Breath of the Wild ones.
It's like 13 iterations of Link. Like it's ridiculous. In the back, we have the Zelda A Link Between Worlds 3DS XL, which I used for a long time, but then I started to use the Majora's Mask 3DS XL, and then there's the Hyrule Edition 3DS XL underneath it.
In a cool lamp thing that we found at RTX, it used to be on the shelf that was behind him during reviews, so you may have seen it. It's really cool. It actually you can turn it on and it will light up and the yellow will glow, and it's really interesting.
Underneath it, we have all the Wii and Wii U stuff and the new Switch titles, and one of the best N64 games ever made, Banjo-Kazooie.
Which may or may not be why our dog is named Banjo.
No.
Maybe.
This is a box set of all the Zelda guides, all the Prima Zelda guides that look like really nice hard
super
cover.
Nice, yeah.
And then all the DS and 3DS. The 3DS library is ridiculous.
There's some amazing games on the 3DS.
But that does it for all of our Nintendo stuff. Now it's time for the PlayStation wall.
Last leg of the journey.
All right, so at the very, very top, this guy's brand new. This is Thunderjaw from Horizon Zero Dawn, and it was just such a cool collectible.
There's massive though.
Oh my god, like I'm just glad there was room for it on the top shelf. Next to it, I've got all my Soulsborne stuff. This stuff in the front is from Bloodborne that I had to import from the UK because I don't think America got it.
Oh, aw.
And then this flask
Yeah.
is
The Estes
actually
flask.
something else that we got at RTX.
I think it was the same guy that made the Breath of the Wild coasters.
Right. Down here, we have one more Kotobukiya figure of Sakura, and of course, we have to have Ryu next to her.
Little amiibo.
We have all the PS1, alphabetical of course, and then we have the entirety of my PS2 collection. Some notable things are I have Tulip, which is super rare, 1, 2, and 3 of Fatal Frame, and Marvel vs. Capcom 2, just a lot of them. And over here I have Jinx. I don't really play League of Legends, but I absolutely love Jinx design. So I saw this figure at RTX and I had to get it.
And you actually base your Soulsborne figures off of her look.
Yep. I always give them blue
everything.
hair and magenta eyes. Down here, we have part 1 of the PS3 collection. And in the front, I've got some Monster Hunter amiibo and a Rathian, I believe.
These are cute.
Yep. And they actually come off, and you can put them
You
on.
can put them on different monsters.
Put them on different monsters.
So cute.
And then finally, from the Horizon Zero Dawn Collector's Edition, I have Aloy, and she looks just like so cool, and
She's
everything
so
is
nice.
so detailed.
It would be awesome to put her with this guy, but there's no way there's enough room for that.
The Soulsborne stuff just takes up everything.
Yeah.
All right, one last bit, part 2 of 2 of the Sony shelf. Down we go! Okay, so I've got a bunch of Overwatch pop figures, and of course, the most important, I have Diva, my favorite character in the game.
I love that
in the
one.
back. Yeah, it's such a cool...
She's got the mech suit, and then her tiny little pop figure sits right inside it. That is adorable.
And then I have the rest of the PS3 games, one of the most important ones, the orange box.
Woo!
It's kind of hard to find that one anymore, and it has a lot of great games.
That's the way that I first played Portal, is on that orange box.
Yep. And then we start with the PS4 stuff. But most importantly, I have a crystal lizard that I got from RTX, from the same people.
Another one of the prop makers that is associated with Azure Props.
Down here, have the entirety of my PS4 collection. It continues to grow, and I'm gonna have to move stuff around because it's relenting. And over here, yet another Kotobukiya. This is Sniper Wolf with another deformer. I thought the ugly ass pug in front of the super hot chick was a really funny contrast. And lastly, the very bottom shelf is all the handheld PlayStation stuff. We have the PSP and we have the PS Vita, and that's gonna do it. That's our game room. That's the sheep pen for you.
I hope you have enjoyed checking out our game room. Make sure to continue to subscribe to us. We really, really appreciate that. We love having the support from y'all. If you want to comment down below, let us know what you've enjoyed seeing. If you've had any questions about what we've showed you today, definitely ask us. We love to talk with y'all. Go ahead and give us a little thumbs up if you like all our stuff. We loved it. But I guess we'll see you next time. Thank you so much. 200 subs!
We'll see you guys at 500.
Woo!
For something else that's special.
Woo!
She's dead now.
Oh,
Oh no! It's a router zombie!
Brad.
No! Not again!